Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am in my kitchen today. I've got a great big bowl of wool. I am busy knitting this the little baby cardigan I'm doing. I've done the back. That's the back. And I've done one of the sleeves. And another one of the sleeves. But I am doing the back and the sleeves first because this is for my neighbour next door. And I never seem to be able to catch her in because she did ask me, I remember her when she asked me, she said they were for little boys. She wanted 2 little cardigans for a little boy. But I can't remember whether she wanted a V-neck or a button-up. And I keep trying to catch her to find because I'm going to be doing the fronts and I want to know whether I'm doing a V-neck or a button-up for her. She always seems to be out, but mind, I have been out all day, all morning. I left the house just after 9, picked my friend up, and she wanted me to take her around some of the place that's in there, some of the places in my area for she was looking for shoes and some other things. She wanted some so she wanted to buy some things for her. It's her great granddaughter's birthday the end of August, and she was wanting to get 1 or 2 things for her. So we had a good drive around everywhere, Matalan and the shoe factory, Windsor's I think it's called, and anywhere else. And I came back to my house, and then I had to make some pom-poms for her, because she's knitting a couple of hats for somebody's baby that she's doing some things for. So I had to make the pom-poms for her because she can't make pom-poms to save her life. But I showed her the little contraption thing I've got for making pom-poms. She says, you want to buy yourself one of these? I says, they're easier to make pom-poms with. I says, that's what I use. I don't need to. I can make them with 2 bits of cardboard if I want, but I find it easier with them. So I gave a knock next door, nobody in. I'll probably have to start, I've got 2 to do, I'll probably have to start the second one and wait until I can catch up to do the... I know the kids are on holiday, she might be away out somewhere with the kids today. So I'll just have to wait until she's in to do that. I'll put my knitting down in a minute. Keep clacking on the table. And my pattern will be going out for sale because I've had emails from them, you know, the few ladies that's been knitting the different sizes, because I've done the 16-inch, but somebody else has done the 16-inch and she couldn't find any faults with it, and somebody else has done the 18 and somebody's done the 20, and it wasn't actually a fault. It was a little, just the way I had worded things, where one lady told me that the way I'd worded it, I might confuse a new knitter, and it was to do with the back and front, where I've started off with row 1, and when you get to row 5 you cross over the cables, and then you do row 6, and then row 7 to 10 are repeats. And I had put on that to cross the cables on the next and on every following 6th row, and the pattern has a 6th row repeat. But this lady told me, she says, where you have rows 7 to 10, she says you might confuse newer knitters that don't realise. So I've had to change the wording for that and put on, the pattern is a 6 row repeat of the rows 5 to 10. Yes, 5 to 10. So that's what I've altered that little bit on there for anyone who might have been a bit confused thinking there was 10 rows to the pattern when there's only actually 6. The first 4 rows were the 4 rows I had to knit before I crossed the cable over. And then there were 6 rows after that which had to be repeated. So I didn't explain that very well. So I'm glad that, I can't remember what lady it was, one of the ladies that emailed me and told me. So thanked her for that anyway, so I've put that right. So I'll be putting it up on eBay, and I'll be putting it up on Etsy as well, and just to see how many people are interested in it. So now I'm going to get back to my knitting, and I'm looking at I've got my phone on one of those like bendy things. It's a little bit better because when I put my laptop keeps going light and dark with the weather and that, you know. If the sun shines in the window, it goes very bright. And if there's no sun at all, it's very dull. The picture looks dark. It's actually better on my phone. It's even better than it is on my iPhone. It's not an iPad I've got, it's a tablet. Mine's a Samsung tablet. It's even better on my phone than it is on there as well. But we've had a lot of rain today, really. When my friend came here, we were nearly soaked. I pulled my car into the drive. We came back to my house after we'd been round all the shops and that, and it was chucking it down. That's the only thing. We were nearly soaked just going from the car to my front door by the time I tried to get the key out to open the door and so we could get in the house. And then I took my friend back up home, and on the way back there was no rain at all up where she lives. She's a good half hour from where I live. It's my friend Anne, who we go to the bingo, and there wasn't a bit of rain at all up where she lives. She lives up a place called Blucher Village, just past West Denton. There was no rain at all up there, it was dry. But when I was coming home, there was one or two spots, and I got to, I think, the second last roundabout before I come home. One side of the roundabout was dry, and I could see the rain belting down on the other side of the roundabout. And when I got round, it was chucking, and the wipers weren't going fast enough. I couldn't see where I was going. By the time I got home, you know, they were going, they weren't just going like this. I had them on the fast thing where they were going like this all the time, and I still couldn't see out of the window, and the car started getting all steamed up. Really a lot of rain, and then when I come onto my estate, the rain was running down the road. It was coming from the road onto the pavements. It was flooded everywhere. And then it just stopped. But it's very dull. We're probably going to get some more rain now. But I'm just going to sit down and relax and do some knitting. And I've had a bit of play with my wool winder. When I finish this, I'm knitting it from this big ball. As soon as I finish this piece, I'm going to start winding this into 100-gram balls, because I think there was 500 grams on this ball, and I have knitted a couple of this is the second little thing I think I've knitted off it. I'm going to wind it into 100-gram balls, not because it's too big to have a little bag thing I keep on the floor where I put the ball of wool in, so it doesn't roll around the floor and it doesn't pick up my hairs off the floor. It doesn't matter how hard I try, my hair gets all over the floor. And it's too big to go in that bag, so I thought the best thing was to wind some balls off it. So I can't remember whether I was doing, it's doing every fourth. Oh yes, I'm onto a decreased row. I have to do it twice on this size. So that's it, just a little bit extra from my other little video I just made before this one, showing you how my wool winder works, my new wool winder. So, I think I must have spent over £20 at Temu, and then another £15, around about £15 to get a decent wool winder. But that's it for now anyway, so thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time, so bye for now.